Changes in technology have allowed for the evolution of a new kind of cult, a cyber cult, or as some call it, Cult 2.0, in which the cult applies technology in order to recruit and teach its members. As more and more technology becomes available, we begin to spend more time using this technology. In fact, the average American stares at a screen for 11 hours a day, which is an hour and a half increase from just a few years ago. Additionally, more than 4 hours of this time is spent just looking at a cell phone. A quick Google search reveals that there are many adverse effects of this increased use of technology, but particularly the one that I am focusing on is how technology can isolate us from each other as well as from reality itself. Social media may have been created with the purpose of providing connections. However, it is suggested that in some, it actually evokes feelings of isolation. By scrolling through an Instagram feed, someone may see pictures of other people hanging out together and feel left out. It has been shown that with increased social media use comes increased feelings of isolation. However, it has been suggested that loneliness drives social media use, but also that social media use causes loneliness. This means that someone will look to social media or the internet in order to attempt to make connections. However, in doing this, they may only intensify their feelings of isolation by seeing pictures of other people together. This feeling of isolation may then drive them to further look on the internet in search of some kind of community, creating a cycle of intensifying feelings of isolation. Thus, with increased feelings of loneliness comes increased internet use and the greater chance that someone may come across the website of a cyber cult. Additionally, the internet allows people to create their own fantasy worlds because it lets people search for and surround themselves with whatever kind of information they want. As people spend more and more time doing this, it is suggested that their life online can seem more significant than their real life. In the most extreme cases, a person will begin to place more importance on their life on the other side of the screen, causing them to lose touch from reality. Cyber cults exploit those who have become isolated due to internet use by offering a feeling of belonging and a sense of community. The idea of connection comforts those who feel lonely. For instance, cyber cult leader Bentinho Massaro's website offers promises of empowerment and claims to make people fall in love with their lives, assertions that seem very appealing to people that are dissatisfied with their current state. Scrolling to the bottom of the page shows a section called How to Get Started, which instructs potential followers to follow Bentinho on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, further pulling a person down the hole of social media. By looking at his website or going to his YouTube channel and watching any of his videos, it is evident that he believes he is not just an ordinary being, but that he possesses some kind of secret to life that he wishes to share with others. These are all telltale signs of a cult. Most average people would find the claims that he makes in the next video to be absurd. However, to someone who has lost touch from reality, they may seem plausible. Thus demonstrating how technology's tendency to isolate people from each other and from reality allows for recruitment by cyber cults.
Sure. Well, my vision is to buy a large, amazing piece of land and to start a new city of sorts. With all of you and a teaching like mine as a focal point, or as a not so much even a focal point, because obviously once there is a living scenario like that, the focal point becomes just how to live that. So the focal point no longer really is that much, although there still will be meetings, obviously. Well, I think. But the focal point will be you, like you living it, you activating it, actualizing that which I teach in your own way. But yeah, I see that if amazing people like you all come together and under some clear guidance that sort of underlies that way of being, not as a dogma of any kind, but just as guidance, just that's been attempted before. But as with everything, I will succeed.